Hello dear friends, I'm Samuel Moore and welcome to this week's video lesson. As many of you know, I recently published my first flamenco guitar tutorial book, Flamenco Guitar, Compass Essentials, Soleá. This book and the series it's part of explores the spontaneous nature of flamenco performance. If you want to find out more about the book and treat yourself to a copy, you can find a link in the description below. However, in the spirit of generosity, I'd like to offer you a free taster of some of the book's content today. Specifically, I'm going to show you a very simple melodic phrase that can be used on beats 7, 8 and 9 of Soleá's basic compass. I'm going to show you how to play it and how to integrate it into your wider playing in a spontaneous manner. The basic phrase you're going to learn today sounds like this. Here it is in the context of Soleá's basic compass. And here it is one more time, but with me counting the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So before we talk about how you can use that phrase in your playing, let's just learn it. So it's quite a simple phrase really. What we're going to do is the third finger is going to sit on the note F. And it's worth mentioning I'm saying F, imagining the capo isn't there, so I'm not transposing for the new key. I'm saying the note names as though you're in open position. So everything with the thumb on this hand is played rest stroke, by the way. So play F, then walk up the scale, G, A, B. So that's the line. And then you play the open B on the second string, and then the fretted B again on the third string. So the whole thing so far. Now this is the difficult bit. You're now going to put this finger here on G sharp, so behind where the A is. And you're going to play A, pull off to the G sharp, and then catch the F. So the whole thing will sound like this. And you can hear from the phrasing, it's grouped in triplets, so each of those is 3 notes per beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if I say that with the numbers of the compass, 7, 8, 9. So that's your phrase. Now, what's the point in me showing you this? It's quite simply this. I talk about this in great detail in one of the chapters of the book. But when one's playing Soleá, compass phrases, rhythm passages, are essentially the core building blocks. In other words, they're the rhythmic ideas you'll keep coming back to again and again in between other structural components such as falsettas and llamadas when performing. With this in mind, you'll often be required to loop compass. And as such, having variety in what you do is very, very important. With this in mind, I often encourage students to think of Soleá compass playing as an exercise in variations on a theme. In other words, simple variations evolving from one core idea. I'm not going to teach you what I'm about to show you, because that would take a lot of time and that's what the book is for. I'm just going to describe it and play it. So when I teach Soleá, the core compass idea, the most simple version of playing compass in other words, sounds like this. Here it is again, but with me counting the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, here's the thing. If you were to repeat that a lot of times, it would get very dull very quickly. So it's good to have an archive of ways you can change certain points of it. The phrase you learnt for beats 7, 8 and 9 a moment ago, this thing, can be used to add variety to your playing. In other words, it can replace this thing. To demonstrate this, I'm going to play 2 cycles of Compas. The first time I'm just going to play the core Compas idea I played a moment ago, but the second time I'm going to insert that new phrase on beats 7, 8 and 9. You see what I mean? Just having one simple variation in there is very effective for adding variety to your playing. Imagine this though. Imagine for every little section of that Compas, you have multiple options to vary each chunk of it. And imagine you could chop and change them at will when you're performing, so that you can have really varied Compas playing. Imagine how sophisticated your Compas playing would sound. That is the subject unpacked in the main chapters of my new book. So if you've enjoyed what you've just learnt, please follow the link in the description below and treat yourself to a copy today. This subject and many others are unpacked in a great amount of detail. For now, however, I leave what you've just learnt in your capable hands.